The biggest misconception that everybody has of me is that I was okay. I wasn't. There was a long period of time where I was not okay. A couple weeks ago, I went to the doctor. And I found out that I was 18 weeks pregnant. I'll meet people today and they'll just be apologizing for something that happened 5 years ago. I'm not even in that same place.
You have to deal with the fact that I still have emotions with a man that I was not ready to end a relationship
Exactly,
with.
that's what I'm talking about.
I've moved past that. My day generally starts with me waking up immediately, having a cup of coffee, then just making breakfast for the kids. Well, it's the summer, so I let them have a little bit of fun by letting them eat stuff that they wouldn't normally eat.
Yay, my birthday cake.
It's not your birthday. Today we had like this Cinnabon roll that looked like a big birthday cake, as Gunnar called it. I think it's like fun to just kind of break the rules sometimes. It's the summertime, so we just wilding out a little bit. It lets them know that I am a cool mom.
I love it. Time, everyone.
Let's just finish that and go from there. I think it's very important for the children to learn during the summer so that they don't digress. You know, I don't do any really difficult things, but just make sure that wherever they left off in the previous school year is where they start in the new school year. I struggled in school. There's so many things I had to relearn. What is the oval around? 10th place. What is the rectangle around? The ones place. Yes. You guys ready? Daddy's here. I'll see you guys later. Unless you guys find another mother and decide not to come home. My relationship with Peter for a while has just been us co-parenting. Everybody put deodorant on? Everybody brush their hair?
Yeah.
Everybody use their tongue scraper?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You know, it works. It works well.
Thinking about taking a family trip.
What do you mean a family trip?
I mean, like, let's take a family vacation.
You can do that. I don't mind doing that, as long as it's about our kids. Peter's a fun dad. They get very excited about going and spending the park time. It just allows me to be quiet, for me to regroup. We're lucky in the fact that they get to spend a lot of time with him. And I'm not going to rob my kids of time because of whatever I could have went through.
Wait, are you guys together or is she telling you guys you are together? What are you doing?
Can you answer, are we together or not?
How I got involved in Love and Hip Hop is Peter had done an episode the year prior. I guess he had met producers and things like that. So the following year, he was like, I think they want to meet us and talk to us about doing Love and Hip Hop. I'm like, why could they possibly want to follow us? We have the most boring life. I didn't know why they wanted us on the show, but boy, did I find out. We just took it a little bit too far.
Daddy's home.
No, Daddy's not home here. Daddy lives across the way. I was apprehensive about doing the show. Knowing Peter, I knew there was something he was leaving out. I thought it was gonna be a little white lie, not a whole goddamn lie.
Why don't you just take him back? Why don't you just take him back? Obviously, that's where he wants to be.
Amina and I are cool. You know, we speak on a regular basis. Honestly, I just got to a point where I just let it all go. I just stopped worrying about who was right, who was wrong, because I didn't want to be hurting all the time. Our kids are siblings, and we just got to find a way to get along. We'll laugh about it all one day, right? We can't get a hug. Okay. I think that our storyline was unique in the fact that they got an extremely raw story. Acting is what I've always done, or what I've always wanted to do. You know, reality TV was just something that kind of happened. And the universe was just aligned for me to meet this woman, Mariska.
Where Melinda says, can you sit down, please? You're making me nervous. We'll start there.
You know, when you go to the ballet, you don't go to the ballet to see the ballerina do 50 leg lifts. You want to see the byproduct of that. Your acting coach is your 50 leg lifts.
So the need, Rachel, that we discovered is to be accepted, you said? And so you want to go to a time when you were ignored or shunned?
I opted to take acting classes versus therapy. I'm like, I want to do something with these emotions. I don't necessarily want to heal from them. I want them to work in my favor.
Got it. Remember where you were? Mm-hmm. You remember the most significant person associated with this? Mm-hmm. You remember what they said that you'll never forget? Mm-hmm. How did that make you feel?
Angry.
Now just breathe into that sensation and just speak out the need. I need what?
Please accept me.
Again.
Please accept me.
What is it that you wanted to say in that event that you didn't?
This is not right.
Let's go to text.
I won't say that it's therapy, but I mean, it is therapeutic. It's just not possible. You know, like, we're in love.
What if she just said something super ridiculous?
Like,
just go, don't overthink it. It was just crazy.
That's just not possible. It's just, listen, we're in love. And look, I'm pregnant by him. And he's not gonna forgive you if you hurt me.
Oh, I like a surprise. I like a surprise.
I just want to be able to grow and be successful at growing and not just stuck in this one place of a bad relationship. Leaving the house sometimes can be difficult. We're rushing out of the house to get to the office where we are designing a dress line. Being on reality TV, it has allowed many different opportunities. I wanted to create a dress line, and one of the main reasons I wanted to do this was that I just did not see clothing for moms. Clothes where we feel sexy still. You just have this belly that doesn't want to go anywhere. You know, I was working out, I feel like I was being body shamed on the internet, because it was like 2 months after Gunnar was born. They're like, is she pregnant again? I couldn't believe it, honestly. When I work with stylists, right, when they pull pieces from me, you know, I'm just like, I'm not a 19-year-old girl who's never had any children, so I have to consider the fabric, I have to consider, what's gonna make me look good in front of a camera, since that's part of what I do. For every woman who's had a child, for every woman who feels like she may need Spanx, for every woman who may need an extra protective garment to feel her best, I wanted to create something for that woman. This is our fitting. We get an opportunity to pretty much try on all the pieces and just see what needs to be done. If the idea worked, if it didn't work, do we need to scratch something and go back to the drawing board? You want to start with the first one? Let's go. Anything can look good, if you just design it on the computer, but what does it actually look like? I love this one. It's pretty good. Since I'm new to this, I don't know if my idea is going to work. I like the link, and this is the material where we're gonna do a lining. Yeah. And okay, having her there, it's like this baby that's come to life. You have all these ideas, and you have a pattern, and now it's on.
I would make another sample in black just to see if you really need the lining or not.
Okay.
You may not need it.
Morris is the person who owns the company who's creating the line. And which one you want to do? The green, or you want to do the green? Okay. The low-cut camo dress is like first date dress. I know it's like a little risque, but the back is super conservative. But you still want to be sexy because this is a new guy. I don't want to sound like arrogant, but I like everything. My favorite piece was the pink dress with the ruching on the side.
This is so fabulous. I love this dress.
That's my favorite piece because I think it's so damn creative. I think the next step for us is to get an outside opinion. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for coming. I've known Lisa for many years. She actually introduced me to Morris, and she's also been a confidant, through things that I just didn't understand. Because you've been doing this for so long, and I just want to get your honest opinion about what it feels like, so we can talk about the woman that we're trying to dress and if I accomplish that, or what changes need to be made.
Well, right now it looks amazing. Fabric-wise, it all looks great. The color-wise is perfect. You haven't missed anything because you got the metallics to the brights to the basics, because you need all of that to make one whole story. Okay. And I think it looks really good.
I feel like not every woman needs Spanx, but with every single one of these pieces, there could be some undergarments that every woman has to consider, especially if she's had children.
You have to remember, the average woman today is a size 14. And she wants to look like her friends.
Exactly.
And you're showing her a professional way to look like her friends. I think it looks great. And I think it's gonna do really well.
I'm nervous.
We're all nervous,
okay,
but we all manage. And looking at it, just for the few pieces that you're showing me, you're right on.
Okay. So every single thing I've done throughout this day has been extremely important, obviously, for who I am as an individual, who I am as a mother. And at the end of the day, I have to go back to, these delicate lives that I've been put in charge of helping develop until they can take care of themselves. Today was a good day because I was able to meet all points on time. I feel like it was productive. All the kids are happy. Oh yeah, I forgot about me. I always forget about me. Moms, we always forget about us. Yeah, today was a good day. Hey guys, it's Tara Wallace, and you just watched my episode of Unveiled. To see more, please subscribe to the VH1 YouTube channel so you never miss an episode.